everyone, it's me, Danny, and today I am back with a new video. So last year I participated in this little event called the BooktubeAthon, and if you remember, I completed all of the challenges, and now the BooktubeAthon is right around the corner. It starts literally next week, and I'm super excited. So here I have my BooktubeAthon TBR. Now it is my goal to try and complete all of the challenges again. I need to keep my streak going. I'm super competitive, and now there's like more incentive for winning, because if you check off all the challenges on the BooktubeAthon website, then you get a little e-certificate, and I need incentive to complete anything. That's just how I work, and I'm also a very competitive person, and so I am going to win again, and hopefully that is my goal, and I want to keep my streak going. But anyway, let's hop right into the books. So the first challenge is to let a coin toss decide your first read, but I will do that at the end. So we'll just go into the next challenge. I've got my challenges written down over here, so that's why I'm looking up. The next challenge is to read a book about something you want to do. And this was really difficult for me because the majority of my books are not about doing things that I want to do, because most of them is just fantasy and saving the world. And I don't want to do that. I just want to stay in my bed all day. But I was watching Reagan's BooktubeAthon TBR from Peru's Project, and she bent the rules a little bit, so I'm going to do that too. So, because this can be taken a variety of ways, of like an activity you want to do. Or in the case of Arusha and the End of Time by Roshni Chokshi, which is the book that I want to read for this challenge, I want to read more books about mythology, because I'm a huge mythology buff. I really enjoy reading mythology, learning about it, learning different takes. And I haven't read that many books on Hindu mythology, so I think this will be really cool to read. And I just really want to read it, and I want to read more middle grades, and also it's pretty teeny tiny. So I think this is the smallest book on my TBR, and yeah, but this is a book for the challenge, something you want to do. I want to read more books based on mythology. The next challenge is to read and watch a book-to-movie adaptation, and the book I chose for this challenge is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Now, I have read this book. This is one of the few books on my TBR that I actually have read, and I'm planning on rereading. Yeah, but I read this when it first came out with my middle school book club or whatever it was, but I never ended up seeing the movie, and so I just saw it on Netflix while I was trying to figure out what to do for this, and I saw Fault in Our Stars, and I was like, okay, I never watched it, sure, let's do it. And so that's why I chose it, because I haven't seen the movie and I kind of want to. So the next challenge is to read a book with green on the cover, and so for that I chose Dream On by Kirsten Gier. You can see this is green. Also, there's green on the spine here, so it's green. And this is the sequel to a book that I have also in my TBR that I really enjoyed. I read it a couple years ago, and I want to continue on with the series, so I might as well just do it now, because when else am I going to do it, right? The next challenge is to read a book while wearing the same hat the entire time you're reading it, and I don't have a specific book for this challenge. I'll figure it out when I get to it. So we'll just hop right into the next challenge, which is to read a book with a beautiful spine. And for this challenge, I chose Zero Repeat Forever by G.S. Prendergast. I mean, just look at that spine. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's also got a beautiful cover, and this has been sitting on my TBR for too long, and I really want to read it because it is set in my city, so what better reason to read it? and I'm guessing it's pretty sci-fi, and I've been wanting to get more into sci-fi, so I'm excited to read it. And as always, the last challenge is to read 7 books, and I've only showed you 4, so I'll just show you the rest of the books right now. The next book is Dream a Little Dream by Kirsten Gear. This is the sequel to, this is what Dream On is a sequel to, which is a book that I'm doing for the green on the cover, and I'm rereading this because it's been a couple years since I read it, and so I need to refresh myself on the story because I like to reread things, so why not? The next book I have is another one I'm really excited about. I've heard great things about it, and that is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. I just recently got it. It's about a girl that's a Viking, and Vikings are really cool, man. And female Viking, heck yes, I'm down to read this. I've been looking forward to it for a while, and now is a great time. The 7th and final book on my TBR is Fireblood by Ellie Blake. This is the sequel to Frostblood by Ellie Blake, which I read earlier this year and really enjoyed. It is very reminiscent of Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is one of my favorite shows. I love it, and I'm excited to dive right into the sequel. So I think Frostblood is still fresh enough in my memory that I don't have to reread it, which is nice, so that I can just read the sequel, this beautiful, beautiful sequel. And anyways, that is my BooktubeAthon TBR. To be honest, I may or may not switch out one of those books for Sea Witch by Sarah Henning, because that comes out next week, and I've been highly anticipating it for the past 5 months or so, ever since I learned about it, and I'm so excited. But we'll hop right into my coin toss so we decide which book I'm going to read first. So I have my coin here. It's a Canadian loonie because I'm Canadian, and so I have Canadian coins naturally, so it's a $1 coin. And the books I'm going to be choosing between are the longest and the shortest books on my TBR, so Zero Repeat Forever and Arusha and the End of Time. And this one is going to be heads because it has heads on it, and that makes this one's tails. So let's flip the coin. Just a forewarning, I'm not very good at this, but let's go. It's gone. Bye. Let's try that again now, shall we? Okay. And it's heads. So the first book I am going to be reading when the BooktubeAthon rolls around is Arusha and the End of Time by Roshni Chokshi. So we'll have to wait to read it until the BooktubeAthon actually rolls around. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know down below, are you participating in the BooktubeAthon this year, and would you like to see me doing the daily videos? Because I'm probably going to be doing the daily videos, and by probably I mean yes, I am. So, but if you want to see my BooktubeAthon videos when they come out, make sure you hit subscribe and hit the bell notification, and if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, or if you just like seeing my face. And I will see you guys in my next video. But until then, go home and read a book. Bye!